Day 58, Part 1. 3 classes left. Finally, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. At the airport, Kay waits for Manuel. 3 classes left. Finally, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Manuel travels to Miami by plane. At the airport, Kay waits for Manuel. Part 2A, Pressing. Finally, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Does Manuel decide to visit Kay? Yes, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Yes, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Who decides to visit Kay? Manuel. Manuel decides to visit Kay. Manuel. Manuel decides to visit Kay. Does Manuel decide to visit Jorge? No, Manuel didn't decide to visit Jorge. Manuel decides to visit Kay. Doesn't decide to visit Jorge. He decides to visit Kay. What does Manuel decide to do? To visit Kay. Manuel decides to visit Kay. He decides to visit Kay. Does he decide to talk to Kay? He decides to visit Kay. He doesn't decide to talk to Kay. Part 2B, Pass. Finally, Manuel decided to visit Kay. Did Manuel decide to visit Kay? Yes, Manuel decided to visit Kay. Who decided to visit Kay? Manuel. Manuel decided to visit Kay. Manuel. Manuel decided to visit Kay. Did Manuel decide to visit Jorge? Did Manuel decided to visit Kay? Did Manuel decided to visit Kay? No, Manuel didn't decide to visit Jorge. He decided to visit Kay. Where did Manuel decide to? He decided to visit Kay. To visit Kay. He decided to visit Kay. He decides to talk to Kay. He decided to visit Kay. He decided to visit Kay. No, he didn't decide to talk to Kay. He decided to visit Kay. Part 3A, Pressing. Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. Is Manuel traveled to Miami by train? Manuel travels to Miami by plane. No, doesn't travel to Miami by train. He traveled by plane. Where is Manuel traveling to Miami? By plane. Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. Manuel traveling to Miami by plane. Does Manuel traveling by plane or boat? Manuel traveling to Miami by plane. Manuel traveling to Miami by plane. He doesn't travel by boat. Where is Manuel traveling to? By plane. To Miami. Manuel traveling to Miami. He's traveled to Miami by plane. Part 3b. Past. Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. Did Manuel travel to Miami by train? Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. How is Manuel traveling to Miami? He's traveling by plane. He's traveling by plane. He's traveling by plane. Oh. Where did travel to Miami? Manuel by plane or by boat? He traveled by plane. He didn't travel by boat. Where is Manuel traveling to? To Miami. Manuel traveled to Miami. Manuel, he's traveled to Miami by plane. Part 4a. Present. At the airport, Kate waits for Manuel. This Kate waits for Manuel at the airport? Yes, Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Where is Kate for Manuel? At the airport. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. At the airport. Does Manuel Kate at the airport? Yes. She waits for Manuel at the airport. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Who waits for Manuel at the airport? Kate. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. At the airport. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Does Kate for Manuel at the airport? Yes. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Exactly. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Part 4b. Past. At the airport, Kate waited for Manuel at the airport. This Kate wait for Manuel. Wait Jorge at the airport? Which Kate for Manuel at the airport? She didn't wait for Jorge at the airport. She wait for Manuel. Where this Kate for Manuel? At the airport. Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. The airport. At the airport. Did Manuel wait for Kate at the airport? Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. She didn't for Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. Who waited for Manuel at the airport? Kate. Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. At the airport. Did Kate for Manuel at the airport? Yes, Kay wait for Manuel at the airport. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes. Part 5. Finally, I decide to visit Kay. She lives in Miami. I had to go to Miami. I want to see Kay, my friend. I'm going to go to Miami by plane. Like wonderful. Only 2 days left. Personal questions. Who do you visit alone? Your cousin, your grandparents, your uncle? I visit alone and my parents.